Morning, Livid Lemming. Good morning, everyone. I am so fucking tired. It's still dark out here, and I'm cold. I have a blanket, but I'm still cold. We're working on more emotes. Finished this one last night. I'm very proud of it. Look at how happy he is. Half fat and happy. I like the tentacle. Oh, they do the little Korean heart emoji hand now. Oh, that's so fucking cute. How are you this fine morning, Livid Lemming? I have coffee and it tastes gross. Ow. You ever try to take a drink of something and it's and you knock your tooth against the cup and it sucks? Yeah, it's like a little, like it's like a heart. It's like how we do like the I love you sign language or like finger hearts. It's a little finger heart, and it became really popular with K-pop idols because it's cute. I've actually like drawn characters doing that. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I got like 6, which is not enough. And I usually use the weekends to catch up on sleep, so like right after the stream, I might take a nap. Alright. Time to draw emotes. We're gonna do the super cute ramen one now. Ah, shit. I forgot that I made this like a Shin Ramen cup and not like the cups, like the try-hard cups. That's fine. We're gonna make it a Shin Ramen cup coloring. The black and the red and the yes. I can't believe people get up this. I can't believe I get up this early on like a semi-regular basis. How dare I? What is this nonsense? My brain is just dead right now. And in the background, We Don't Talk About Bruno is still fucking playing in my head. Yeah, I was originally gonna get up like at 6. I was gonna do it. I could like make breakfast and have a proper cup of coffee before the stream. And then I didn't. Decided to sleep 15 more minutes. Walmart yodeling kids. What does that sentence mean? What are the Walmart yodeling kids? Please tell me, I must know. Wait, I don't shop at Walmart. So when you shop at Walmart, do they play like yodeling children over the intercom? Is that what they think that people want in their store? Store music is but like children? Okay, I have to do the line art, so I kind of actually have to concentrate for this bit for a minute. As a kid in your Walmart who just started yodeling? And now he has an album. That is amazing and terrifying. Do they play it at Walmart? I truly hope they do. I don't think Walmart is cool enough for that kid's yodeling. Oh my god. Oh my god. Those are parents who capitalize on their kids' annoyance. Please put his music in the Discord. We have to have something to match with some of the weird stuff Steven has been putting in there. I thought my music was weird, and then Dozman was just like, no, no, no. You do not understand. Some of it's really good, though. I need to listen to something besides the Encanto soundtrack. I really believe those parents were like, our kid won't stop fucking yodeling. So they just recorded him a bunch and then they put him on the internet and they were like, haha, people, this will go viral, it'll be hilarious. And then people were like, no, this is beautiful. And they're like, alright, music album. Why am I so fucking cold? I just woke up. It should be warm, right? That's how it works. Someone explain to me, like, where all the blood is going. No! I was imagining like a toddler. I was imagining the beautiful scream yodeling of a toddler. And I am a little disappointed now that it is some snot-nosed 14-year-old kid thinking about getting married. Which, terrifying! I don't think a 14-year-old should sing about that. What? What happened to the yodeling? He's gone past, he's sold out. Where is his yodeling? Give me the yodel. Why would you go into the country music genre when the best country music song has already been written and performed? Which is, She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy. Fucked up his mouth on the other side. There we go. It is truly an amazing song. I remember when I first heard that song, I was very young. I was much too young to understand the lyrics fully. I just knew that this guy was singing about a woman being attracted to his tractor and thinking it was the most ridiculous thing in the world and that it was the funniest shit ever. So I would sing that song all the time and my parents were like, where did we go wrong? They're like, we tried so hard. We introduced her to the classics. Where did she hear this? The way I rebelled as a teenager is I got my dad to download me a Taylor Swift playlist. He was very upset that day. I went from being 6 years old singing Nirvana songs on Rock Band to 13 joining the cheerleading team and going, Dad, I want to listen to Taylor Swift. So it was very rebellious in my family, okay? To a point where my freshman year of high school, I had to wear my cheer uniform on game days. So my first day of freshman freshman year, I had to wear my cheer uniform to school, right? So I'm in the car. My mom was driving me to school. We lived like a mile away, but she didn't want me walking in my cheer uniform, which was fair. It was a tiny skirt. And we're in the car. She's about to let me out of the car, and she's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "What? Yeah, I'm fine. Why?" Like, I was like, "I am not ill. What? She's like, "Do you need to talk to someone?" I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, do you need to talk to..." She's like, do you need to talk to, like, a counselor or something?" I was like, "Well, not anymore." Like, I'd just gone from, like, being severely depressed for 2 years to like not giving a shit anymore, to a point where I joined the fucking cheerleading team. And then she was like, do you need help? Like, she was like, she's like, why? She thought that me joining the cheer team was like a call for help and listening to Taylor Swift. I thought it was the funny, like, I burst out laughing, which did not make her feel better. But I thought it was the funniest shit in the world. I was like, this is what makes you think I need help. Joining the cheerleading team was a mistake made by my rebellious phase. Because they were essentially like, I wore those extra high tops that like came up to your knees. I wore brightly colored fluorescent skinny jeans. I wore graphic t-shirts, and I was angry all the time, especially in middle school. And we were at the lunch table, and they were like, the cheerleaders from the high school had come to our middle school to try to like get people to join their fucking cult. And they these noodles have gotten weird. Let's just color these in. Aw, hi Ventus. Thanks for saying hi. I'll try not to be too loud, okay? I'm talking about when I joined cheerleading in high school. So the middle school high schoolers, the high school cheerleading team came to my middle school to try to get people to sign up for cheerleading like auditions. Is that what they're called? Essentially, tryouts. They're called tryouts. And my friends at my lunch table were like, Ginger would never do this. That's ridiculous. And I was like, fuck you. Yes, I will. And I signed up without thinking. I do have a picture. We were actually required to take, we took a team picture, and then we took individual pictures of us all in our us in our uniforms sitting on the football field. It's there. My grandmother has copies. She has them on her fridge, and I go over to her house and I'm like, why? She's like, cause look, like she absolutely knows that it bothers me a little bit, and she's like, and yeah, that's how I joined cheerleading, purely out of spite for my friends. And then they were like, well, you're not gonna get on. I got on. Of course I got on. I took like a full year of gymnastics and multiple years of karate lessons and yoga. Like, it wasn't hard to get on. They essentially let everyone on as long as you could like halfway memorize a cheer in 5 minutes. Really, they just needed bodies. They're like, we have no one, we need people. Actually, so there was a guy who tried out, which had never happened at my high school before, and my high school was in a very small town, very conservative. And he was amazing. Like, he was like varsity level, like gymnastics amazing. And he was the only person who did not get onto a cheer team, weirdly enough. And they told him it was just because they ran out of spots, right? It was absolutely because he was a boy, but they couldn't say that because then the school could get sued. And that year at like one of the pep rallies, because he knew some of the people like in the student council or something, like he was friends with them, so they let him do like a little bit in the pep rally, and he just like in between the cheerleading stints, he just ran onto the floor mats that they had put out and just starts doing like backflips in front, like with nothing, and he's doing like insane flips and like dips, and he's going fucking nuts, and everyone is losing their minds. And that's when we knew, like, all of the cheer coaches were pissed about it. They were like, like, well, you're the ones who didn't want him to be on because he was a guy. You guys suck. Yes. He was like a senior when we were freshmen. So he graduated that year. Which is, I think, also one of the reasons why he was allowed to do that at the pep rally. Like, he didn't get in trouble because they're like, oh, he's on his fucking way out. It was so, you might have skipped the pep rally, Ventus. You were a little bit of one of those cool kids who skipped pep rallies. I had to go to the pep rallies because Did you know that if you skip class, they call your parents? One time, a substitute teacher marked me absent on accident, and I come home to my mom full of rage, and she's like, "Where were you for your third hour?" I was like, "I was in class. I got homework." And she was like, "No, you weren't. I got a call from the school. You were absent." I was like, "Why would I skip third hour? It's literally the middle of the day. I would skip first hour to sleep, or I would skip the final hour to leave early." I was like, "Why would I skip third hour?" I was like, "Here's the homework. I was there." She's like, "Fine." Like, she did not want to believe me. Yeah, at our school, if you skipped for like one class, they would call your parents for every class you skipped. And my parents held me to that. I was the one junior who had to go to school after the ACTs. I also could not skip on my senior skip day. My parents grounded me for an entire semester for a B-. I'm not kidding. That legitimately happened. I'm not exaggerating. It was a full 2.5 months for a B-. I do not have good memories. I do not have a lot of good memories of high school. Yes, it was you and Amy, and you guys would skip all the time. Which sucked because I would hang out with Amy during like gym freshman year, and that was usually when the pep rallies were. So she'd be like, "I'm gonna go," and I'm like, "Take me with you." Yes, it is. And I had just gotten my first boyfriend at that time, so he thought that I had just gone to the dance with him and then ghosted, because like the next day grades came out and I had a B-, and my parents lost their shit, and I was not allowed to contact anyone outside of school. I should have. I wish I had been much more confident in high school. I wish I had given fewer shits and been much more confident in high school. Because it's not that I was afraid of wanting people to like me. I was more just, I don't know what I was worried about. Because I went through bouts of like, I don't give a shit, I barely know these people, to like, I don't want anyone to think I'm lame. It's like that stupid herd mentality that happens when you're a child. I was like, these people are too cool to be my friend. Why are they speaking to me? But honestly, middle school was the worst. Everyone I've ever talked to has always been like, high school kind of sucked, but middle school was the worst. No, I'm not. I'm very weird and very awkward. If I could, I would like live in a one-room cabin in the woods and just draw pictures forever. I wouldn't even try to sell them. I'd just be like, I just need enough money to eat, and I'll draw pictures and speak to no one. Yeah, I did not have essentially, like, I got really sad because by senior year, I had made enough friends where I was like, oh shit, I'm not gonna speak to any of you guys once we graduate. And they're like, nah, we'll keep in touch. And I was like, no, we're not. And we did not. I don't speak to really anyone from high school anymore. I'm friends on like Instagram with them, but I have a hard time keeping up with people. You know what? That's fair. You probably talk to fewer people than I do from high school. Yes, I know I knew you in high school, but like we didn't talk as much in high school. So like we talk more now than we ever did in high school. But yes. I have noticed that hermitage is a very common dream among people in our generation, at least the people I talk to. It might just be the people I talk to. But essentially everyone I talk to, they're like, yes, I also wish to live in the woods and speak to no one. How do we get to this life plan? Take me there. So I was friends with some of your mutual friends, so I knew who you were, and I think we had been in like the same classes since grade school. So like I knew who you were. I knew your face. But I was like, I'm not close enough to him to talk to him randomly. I was like a scared chipmunk all the time in high school. A scared chipmunk with rabies. That's what it was. Because depending on how I was feeling that day, I might have tried to bite your head off. As cruel as that sounds. It's not that I was a bitch, it was more just the social skills I have now were not put into place. I was underfunded. The script writers were very stressed out. Ugh, big stretch. Look at this line art. It's not even that bad. And I got it done in like 10 minutes. Fuck yeah! Should probably like connect these. Now I'm kind of hungry. Like I woke up and I was like, I could make breakfast, but I don't have a lot of time. I'm not hungry enough. Now I'm fucking hungry. What have I done? Oh, but they redid our entire high school, and my brother, because my brother is 7 years younger than me, he goes to the high school. He's gonna be graduating soon, and the high school he goes to is entirely different from the high school that I went to. I'm like, it's like Lord of the Flies, but we had like teachers supervising us to make sure nobody actually died. And he was like, no, it's actually Lord of the Flies. He was like, there were people smoking weed in the back of my class. I'm like, what is happening? Oh, Max! Yes! Okay, I was like, because there was like a different Max that was kind of an asshole that I remember Amy had a lot of problems with. Yeah, essentially Amy and Max adopted me into their group a little bit, but I was also like, I think I was just too standoffish to really be there all the time, where they're like, we don't know if she actually wants to be around us. Also, my parents were very, very strict. Like, insanely strict. Yeah. Grounded for an entire semester after a B-. Did not have my own cell phone until I graduated high school. Now they're still pretty strict, but they're like, not as strict with my brother. And also, my brother does not have a younger sibling to fucking tattle on him. I love him so much, but he was one of those kids who would be like, who would absolutely be like, tell on my parents if he felt that I was doing something that he did not like. Not in like a mean way, but more like, he'd be like, I know you're not supposed to do this thing. And I agree with you not doing this thing. So I'm gonna tell mom and dad you did this thing. So, yeah. And then he grew up to be such a delinquent. Not really, he's still a really good, like, straight-laced kid. He's just much more relaxed about it now. High school is just like this weird chaos time where nothing you do really matters, but at the same time it matters very much. Like, the things you can do can still fuck you up for life, but you're at like the trials. You're still in like the trial stage of life where it's everything can be fixed pretty well. Or most of everything. It feels so old when I'm like, back in my day. What is terrible is I still look like a high schooler. I've met people who are like, at my job, not at my current job, but like at a couple of my last jobs where they're like, I thought you had to be 18 to work here. I'm like, yeah, I'm in my 20s, thank you. did have a crush on Max for a little while. But Max also came with a lot of like weird drama from other people, so I was like, no. Yeah, I will tell my parents, because I still got away with a few things. Because I was a rebellious teenager who listened to Taylor Swift and joined the cheer team. So there are some, like, it's mostly college, like, stories from college now that I will tell my parents. And they're like, what the fuck? Because my parents are much more chill now. They're like, you're an adult now. We don't have to constantly be worried about you dying. Yes. Also, my face is just so young. Yeah. Trying to think of like good times in high school. Oh, when I did like start making like serious friends in high school, I would have them over to my house and we would watch movies. We would like hang out, we'd watch movies, we'd have pizza, we'd eat popcorn. It was all cool, right? And then I had a friend over and he was like, let's watch this movie that I know of. And we were like, oh, what's this movie? It was Rubber. Rubber was when I was introduced to that movie in high school. And it was awful and I hated it. And it became this weird tradition where we always had to watch it every time we watched movies at my house with my friends. And then I started to love it. It's so bad. Did you see it? That tradition started at my house. Because I didn't know that it had, because I think Amy was there for one of them and she thought it was ridiculous. But like I remember towards because we did it for like, I want to say it started like my maybe like middle of sophomore year or like junior year of high school, and then my senior year, one of my friends was like a year younger than us. She was like, I went over to my friend's house to watch movies like last weekend, a different friend that I didn't know, and she's like, and they had seen Rubber at somebody else's house who had seen Rubber at somebody else's house. So like we started this awful trend of people watching this terrible movie every time they watched movies at each other's houses, and it was amazing. I was so proud of us. I was like, we did it. Cause like she had asked enough people that she was able to trace it back to like either her mentioning it and someone watching it, or like somebody else who had like bent over to watch the movie during like one of the first times we watched it. It was fantastic. I got all my college roommates to watch it, and they were very unhappy. I have had every guy I've ever been in a relationship with for longer than a week watch it. It's become like a bit of like, I can't remember what they're called right now. Like one of those like tests for yes, oh, it was so good. I would use it as like one of those like awful tests to see like if we were compatible. If they liked the movie, it meant the relationship was gonna be awful. If they didn't like it, maybe we'd work out. Like it was one of those reverse ones where I'd be like, I love this movie, let's watch it, and then they'd be like, it's amazing. And if they were genuine about it, I'd be like, maybe we should stop. It's not compatibility because it's like when you I can't remember. There's like a particular like term for it. Yeah. I truly love the movie. I just love torturing people with it. That's my favorite part. Yes. Because in my house, I was not allowed to watch rated R movies until I was 18. And I moved out at 17. So, but the Rubber was rated R. So, but my dad looked at the rating for why it was rated R and he's like, it's about a tire? He's like, it cannot be that bad. He was like, all right, you guys can watch it. So we watched it. And we watched it so many times and talked about it so much that he was like, is there sex in it? Is there porn? He was like, he's like, why are they obsessed with watching this movie? So he watched it alone in the basement. Like, Like, in the dark, he watched the entire thing, just like waiting for it to become good. Like, why are they so obsessed with this movie? What is happening? Why? Like, he thought we were doing something. He was like, obviously they're teenagers, so they're doing something they shouldn't be doing. Like, he watched the whole thing and just came away more confused. And he didn't tell me about it until like years later. And he was like, no, I was like, Dad, you have to see it. It's so bad. He's like, I watched it. He's like, I watched it because I thought you guys were doing something you weren't supposed to because you were so obsessed with it. It got to a point where my dad got me the movie for my birthday because so we watched it on Netflix all the time. And then my freshman year of college, they finally took Rubber off of Netflix, which made me very sad. So for my birthday, my dad got it on DVD and gave it to me, which was something that I don't think Art has ever fully forgiven him for. I don't think anyone has fully forgiven him for, but it was under the condition that I had to promise that I would not make anyone, like, because we were at my grandmother's for Christmas. He's like, you cannot play the movie here. He's like, no one here, do not submit your family to that torture. I was like, all right, but I really wanted to, but I didn't. And then, like, the next day, my grandpa loves watching movies, right? Not in like the theater. He likes watching movies at home. Like Blockbuster was, he loved it. So he heard I got a movie for Christmas. So the next day he was like, oh, Ginger, why don't we watch that movie you got? And I was like, really? And my dad and my aunt, his sister, like someone he had told the movie about, immediately like from the other room rushed into the living room and were like, no. Because I couldn't make people watch it. But if my grandpa wanted to watch it, I mean, like, I was like, that's a loophole. We could do it. Oh, shit. I'm drawing this on the wrong way. Which was fantastic. And, yeah. So I own a copy of Rubber. It's actually apparently it's really popular still in Germany. Like, they put out posters for it still, like it's played in theaters, and it's got a very weird, like, German Dada surrealist sense of humor, which makes sense. It's been forever since I've seen it. I should watch it again. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe instead of taking a nap, I'll watch Rubber. I missed a spot on the skin. Okay. And now... Why am I doing them all as separate layers? I don't really know. Because I don't know. Because it's smart when you're drawing digitally to do things on separate layers so that, like, when you go outside the lines, you can erase without worrying about destroying your other layers. Thanks for hanging out, Ventus. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Don't kill yourself at the gym. Have a good time. Alright, I will be here until like 11:30, so have fun. I should start working out. I should actually start like running and working out again. Ah, shit. I forgot the rest of the cup. Okay. Take this color. There we go. Ow! Like a cut on my finger. How did that happen? like already like 7:45. Making pretty good time. Doing a little bit of white here. Alright. I'm gonna pop over here really quick so I can get... I should just make like its own like color set. I should, but I haven't yet. For art stuff. Art could be so fancy he gets his own color set. Ooh. Then I gotta color the noodles. And then I'll probably do the broth too. And then I gotta do the green onions, like the little specks in there is green. Yeah, prestige. Yes. You know that you've made it big when you get your own color set. Oh, so like I have this weird notification. So I stream through like with Streamlabs. And Streamlabs has put a notification on like my little OBS thing where it's like, hey, you could have, they're like, hey, you have your first sponsorship. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not even an affiliate. So every time I click it, I'm like, what is this? Make it go away. It doesn't go away and it just leads me to nothing. So I have no idea. Does Streamlabs want me to sponsor them? Streamlabs is not bad. I like their overlays. Someday I will design my own, but for now this works. Streamlabs. Wait. I don't think I'm using Streamlabs. Stream Elements! I used to use Streamlabs and then they ended up being bad. Now I use Stream Elements. I'm so good at this. Okay, I'm gonna make a whole other layer for the green onions because that way I can like erase if I need to. This is Ginger Undercaffeinated. Hi Spectre, how are you doing? We finally finished sketching all of the emotes and making the changes that Art wanted, and now I'm coloring and doing the line art for them. I got 6 hours of sleep. We talked about high school. It was interesting. Oh, Spectre, I'm so sorry. Did you not sleep? Livid Lemming has not slept very much either, so you guys are in the same boat. Okay. And now... Oh no, my stream cup! Okay, go back to cup. Okay. No! Shit! Ah. Fixed it. Apparently, I also don't know how to draw broth. Ah. Because you get... Was that 3.5 hours of sleep, or was that 3.5 hours of just, like, closing your eyes? Or, as my dad says, resting your eyes. Deep dark red for our Shimron broth. Line art. Okay, I mean, like, that's not terrible. I operate best on 10 hours of sleep. Consistently for a period of 5 days. The Fitbit was probably like, you've got 3.5 hours of REM sleep. No, that REM sleep does not last that long. Yeah, Fitbit was probably just like, you have 3.5 hours of actual sleep. You're like, yes, but I got an hour and a half of laying down with my eyes closed. I'm gonna take a nap after this stream. Unless this coffee finally wakes me up. I made bad coffee on accident. And I did not have time to make better coffee before the stream. Because in order to use my coffee maker in this fucking apartment, I have to unplug my computer. Oh no! I'm sorry? No, I have to unplug the computer. Yes. So, our entire apartment, except for the fridge, is all on the same circuit. So our fridge, like, if our power goes out because of, like, a blown fuse, our fridge will continue to run. We also have no access to our electric box. It's only accessible through our downstairs neighbor's apartment. And there was one time where our power went out during, like, the hottest period of the summer. Like, it was like 95 degrees outside, and it was getting to like 105 degrees in our fucking apartment because we live in an upstairs apartment in a very old house. And the power went out, and the landlord could not reach our downstairs neighbor because our downstairs neighbor was not answering the landlord's calls because he had not paid rent. And the downstairs neighbor had also changed the locks on his house, on like his apartment. So the landlord couldn't get in to turn on our power back on. So we were without electricity for 2 or 3 days until he could finally get a hold of our downstairs neighbor and get him to turn our power back on. Yeah. I have a new rule of no private landlords. Not after this place, after we move. Sure, working with like a complex and a business and it sucks, but at least there are rules in place that they have to follow, or else they risk losing their jobs. No bueno. No bueno. But look at how cute Art is with his ramen. Oh, look at him. He's adorable. Yes. But how's your week been, Spectre? Besides the lack of sleep. Oh, it's supposed to be. But the landlord, so is like threatening other tenants. But the landlord says that he can't evict him. I think the landlord just knows that he can't find anyone else to live in these shitty ass apartments. Yeah. So, do you catch up on your sleep on your off days? I catch up on my sleep on my off days. I just like essentially collapse and just pass out. You know what? I kind of want to like color the rest of the, hang on. before I merge everything. Oh no! Is it because he got tired of working for a place where he could only get like 3.5 hours of sleep every night? Ow, my legs. I was like sitting cross-legged and then I unfolded and it hurt. Oh no, that's skin bit. Okay. Skin base. There's like a little hole right there. Oh, okay. So, I'm gonna assume your company usually treats you a little bit better, hopefully. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. I don't often go to a company because of benefits. Just because... I don't know, like... Maybe it's just because at a lot of places for a long time, especially during school, I was working part-time. And benefits don't apply to part-timers. But I've never worked at a place with good benefits. They're like, they're like, oh, we have a retirement plan for you to put money in. And I'm like, that's cool. I would like to not do that because I need that money for bills right now. They're like, oh, you could have our insurance, but it's like $50 a week. All right, that's cool. I'm still qualified under my parents' insurance. I'm going to keep doing that for like another year. Thank you. It's super dumb. There we go. Noodles. Oh no. How does this keep fucking happening? Oh, it's because it's part of the shirt. That's why. Alright. Cool. Fixed it. Bye, Live and Loving. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out. I will be here until 11, so sleep while I cannot. Good night. Yeah, right now, just being under my parents' insurance is the better deal right now. But we should not talk about healthcare in this country. I will get upset. Look at how cute this ramen emote is. Look at how cute he is. I'm so happy and excited with how these are turning out. And like I talked about last night, I am doing like some harder shading on the emotes than I normally do with less blending because they're going to be so small, so the shadows have to stand out more if they want to provide any level of depth. But I'm also not putting in a lot of them because they're not like super necessary. Because again, they are so small. I feel a little bit more awake. Shitty coffee is helping. I still feel cold. Why do I feel so fucking cold this morning? My house isn't even that cold. It is snowing here. Oh, there's a lot. I'm looking outside right now and there's a lot more snow than there was yesterday. That's probably why it's so cold. I hate living in a place where it snows for like 6 months out of the year. I just want to hibernate all winter. I want a job that I make enough in the summer that during the winter I can take the entire winter off and just sleep. All winter long. Hibernate like a bear. Yes. But I don't think I could work construction. Partially because I do not have the strength training for it, but also because being a lady in construction is not the best time. Oh my god. I start screaming at all the other ladies about how attractive they are. And then I slowly sneak in like actual positive compliments. Slowly just worm my way into getting the guys at the construction site into giving genuine compliments and not being gross. I could do it. It's just that I also have like, I have a very hard time hiding the fact when I get angry at people. Very noticeable. Mostly because of my fucking face and its inability to hide anything. Insidious! Ah! Just scream compliments. We can't just limit it to screaming the compliments at the women. We must also scream it at the men too. We can't make them feel left out. I think it's important that we also give compliments to guys. As someone who has a hard time taking compliments, I also have a hard time giving compliments just because I don't think of it. And I've heard that men don't get them. And men deserve compliments. Most men deserve compliments. Just like most women deserve compliments. Be nice to people. That's all I ask. Okay, you're just, yeah, okay. I know it's silly to care about like the tiniest minute details on these because they're going to be minuscule. Yes. The social experiment is how can we create positive change? Can we create positive change by still being aggressively but polite to other people? Aggressive but polite. We're on to something. We're starting a movement. It's like the pay it forward experiment, but with compliments. We're paying it forward with compliments. Can you get positive change by being aggressively positive? I think so. Most of my personality is being aggressively positive to the people I care about. That's what a lot of my family is. Like, the way our genuine, like, communal love language as a family is just being aggressively loving. You don't want to feel loved? Too bad. Art has had to experience that firsthand, and I think it confused him a little for a bit at first. Like, you don't want all of the loves and the soups and the hugs? Too bad. They are required. I just sound awful. Goodness. My brain is really mushy and not working properly because it's so fucking early. I can't believe I get up this early every day and I do, like, mindless, like, typing computer work. We're very scary. I am one of the quietest people in my family. I am not the quietest. When I say that, people are like, you cannot possibly be the quietest. I'm not the quietest. I am one of the quietest. I think I'm like third or fourth in quietest. And I'm very loud. Like, I did not realize that I was a loud person until I met other people's family. Ah, shit. Why do I keep missing spots? That was something that Art did not believe when we were until he met my family, and he was like, "Oh, maybe you are correct." I'm very quiet in real life. Sorry to disappoint. In real life, unless you are specific people or I've had a lot of caffeine, I'm a very quiet person. That is something that gets the most comments, actually, like at work, at school. They're like, "You're such a nice, positive, but quiet person." And I'm like, all right, it's working. Phase 2, get hired in full time. They cannot fire me now. Become necessary to the business, then leave. I wouldn't do that. That's so mean. Okay, I would, but I wouldn't do that for no reason. Phase 2, make friends in the workplace. Ah, shit! How did I miss that spot? That spot's huge! Today I learned that I miss a lot of things when I'm drawing. That's huge to me, okay? When your drawing is like only a few pixels high, it's huge. I really want to do pixel art. Pixel art is fucking hard, man. But I think it would be super cool. I like seeing like the really detailed pixel art where they're like huge. So like the pixels do kind of blend it. I like pixel art that looks like normal art. That's what it sounds like I'm saying. But you can still tell it's pixel art. And pixel art requires like a different way of thinking of objects. I guess that's fair, but I would know them. I would see them. I would know they are there.
I can't believe it's already Sunday. I want a 3-day weekend every weekend. Please. I could have put subliminal messaging into Art's emotes and taken over the world, but I'm not gonna do that with his emotes. I'm gonna do them with other people's emotes. That way, I do not implicate him? Is that what it's called? Implicate him in my crimes. You had that? 3-day weekends sound amazing. Yeah, my dad is essentially like, he's like, I'm never going to work in person ever again. And he has enough pull at his job that he can do that, or he can just find another job in his field. Oh yeah, there are plenty of people who do that. If my company wants, so I'm currently working through a temp agency, which is actually like, it seems like how most companies do things now, is through temp agencies. But they do want to hire me full time, and they told me that. So if they do, when they do, I'll get like actual vacation days, and then maybe I'll set something up like that, where I'm like gone every Friday. But my position is kind of like I have to be there, so I don't know if I could do that. And our office is really small, so it's not like I'm like replaceable. Maybe I could do like a half day every Friday. That would be cool. Oh no, wait, that's where light is. I just got too into the shading, I forgot where my light source was for a minute. And I put the shadows in the wrong place. I need to start working out. I need to like actually start going running. On flex time. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you've been using like paid vacation days for it, they might be kind of like, well, then we wouldn't have to pay him for Fridays. So they might go for it. I kind of want to try and keep looking for a remote job, but I also kind of like going into the office, just kind of like as a change of environment. It's just more that when I run out of things to do at my job, I kind of just have to sit there. Okay. I don't see why they wouldn't, but at the same time, depending on the company you work for, they might just say no to flex. My job cannot be done remotely, unfortunately, because of all the fucking paperwork. And when I did have remote jobs, it was really hard for me to like break up. It was really hard for me to manage my time. Like, it was a lot harder. It helps me to have a breakup between like work and home, and it helps me to kind of put the work day away and relax. I don't know if it can be for my job, because mine, well, it probably could be. It would just require like a whole, like a lot of extra time of scanning all the paperwork documents in. And I know the people who they would ask to scan the things in, and I don't trust those people to actually do it. And do it well within their job. You're like, you sort of joke, but it's also serious. You're like, this one is true. Oh my god. Middle management has to exist for a reason, okay? Those people need jobs. Oh god, what am I becoming? Okay. Oh! Can't remember how low I made that other. Oh, okay, 40? Okay. Because how else are they? I don't know. I was like, I'm trying to come up with a reason, and my brain was just like, no. And then I choked on air. Professional streamer. Oh no, I'm not professional yet because I have not been asked by Raid Shadow Legends for a sponsorship. That's how you know you're a real streamer. I mean, I would be perfectly okay. So the way the place that I'm working at right now, if I want to get promoted, the only place I'd get promoted to would be to sales. And I do not want to work in sales. I legitimately just be like, please do not give me this. I understand that in order to be able to have more salespeople, you essentially have to hire more people to work in the position I am in. But if I've worked here long enough to get a promotion, I've worked here long enough for the work experience to translate to another job. So I will look for another job, and I'll train my replacement while you guys look for another person. But please do not put me in sales. I do not want to. I'm so happy that the current job I have, I only have to talk to the people in the office and a few people who call on the phone. I don't have to deal with customers, and I'm not giving that up. I'd be terrible in sales. Why do you think I'd be good in sales? Why should we buy this product? I don't know. Do you fucking need it? I don't know if I can afford your prices. Okay, then I'm gonna leave. My loudness mostly translates to people I know, or I don't care what their opinion is. And they're pissing me off. That's really all it comes down to. Yes. Totally. Oh god. I couldn't do it. I could not. I have a lot of respect for people who work in sales and do it really well and are like good salespeople. Like Art worked in sales for a while, and he was fucking fantastic at it. He's like, Art was not good. He was amazing. He would go to his sales job. He did door-to-door sales for a little while, and the people he would try to sell things to would offer him other jobs in sales. Oh my god, so when I worked remote technical support, I worked for I did technical support for a GPS that could be rented out with your rental car. And people would call and they'd be like, I can't get the GPS to do this and this and this. And I'm like, well, that's because our GPSs don't do that. And they're like, but I was told by the rental car agent that it can do these things. I'm like, okay, the salesperson told you these things. Like, I'm like, do you not realize that they're selling you a product that they work on fucking commission? To a point where that they would steal our GPS devices because they were only allowed to rent them out at certain specific locations. But like if a GPS device was dropped off at a different location that didn't necessarily rent out our GPS devices but rented out other ones, they would still rent it out, and they're not allowed to. So if they called to get it activated, we'd have to be like, all right, tell me the location. You can't rent this out. You have to return it. So, like. It was a whole big deal, and they would get really mad, which was always kind of funny because they'd be like, "No, you have to," and I was like, "I do not. I in fact do not." Essentially, yes. Oh god, I had one person call, and she's like, "It won't turn on." I'm like, "All right. Can you hold down the power button? Does anything come up on the screen?" It says 0! Oh, okay, that means that it needs to be plugged in. When was the last time you charged your device? I just locked it in the trunk of the car! What? It needs to be charged? Yes. Yes, they should, but they think that the technical support company was part of the rental car. I can't tell you. I had one person who was on the phone with me for an hour at 1 in the goddamn morning, right? Because I work night shift for technical support. And they were so upset because I was essentially like, I'm sorry, the device isn't going to work. It's not my fault. It's broken. You need to return it so that they can get you a new one. But they did not want to do that. And they're like, we need it delivered to our hotel room. I'm like, then you will have to call a rental car agency to arrange that because I can't arrange that. Like, well, you need to arrange it. I can't arrange that. I'm not part of the rental car company, right? This woman has been arguing with this woman on the phone for an hour at 1 in the fucking morning. And she puts her husband on the line. He's like, I am a platinum member. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. I still can't help you, right? He's like, well, we'll be canceling our membership with this rental car company. I was like, all right, that's cool. I still can't help you. And then he hung up the phone. And then, oh no, I'm sorry. He also asked for a manager. And I was the only person working third shift. So I was like, I'm sorry, there's no one else on. It's just me. So he hung up. And he called again, and I answered, and he recognized my voice, and I recognized his voice, and he went, oh, and he hung up. And I was just like, I can't, I was like, you're such a dick. I had multiple people try and do that, though, where I legitimately was like, yeah, there's nobody else on, it's just me here, it's the late shift, it's 1 in the morning here. And they'd be like, oh, and then they would try to like call and like get somebody else. They'd still try, and I'm like, you just think I fucking lied to you? Most of my job really was telling people to turn it off and on again. I have gotten upset with customers over the phone customer service before. I try very hard to be very understanding because like customer service, like call centers, that job fucking sucks. I was very lucky in that most of the places the couple of customer service phone places I worked at were not that bad, but it can really suck. So I try to be as nice as possible, but there have been times when I'm just like, you're not listening to me. You are legit, like, I'm like, I know you can do this thing. I've had it done before when I've called this place before. Do it again. So it happens a lot when dealing with, yeah, that's usually what I'll do is I'll be like, this is not your fault, but I need to talk to your manager. Oh, well, let me help. No, I need to talk to your manager right now. And sometimes if they're like, oh, well, explain the problem. I will explain the problem. They're like, I'm going to escalate you to a manager. I'm like, thank you. Very rarely do I try hard not to get mad at the call center person. I will get mad when they start giving me a very obviously memorized spiel. I will get mad at, like, because I've had to call realtor agencies and, like, apartment complexes, and they're just giving me a spiel where I'm like, hey, I need to know, like, how long your waiting list is. Would you like to hear about our amenities that we have in each apartment? That is literally not the question I asked. I asked for a wait list. They're like, you don't have a time machine? Well, sir, I guess you're not a platinum member. Oh, God. Just some people are just so ridiculous. So ridiculous, and it amazes me. Like, what made you think you could get away with this? Alright, we're gonna add some extra shine to the noodles. Silver members do not get access to the time machine. Extra shine to the noodles. Because they're slick. And they're covered in delicious noodly sauce. I I can't tell you how many times people fucking pulled that bullshit on me while I was working in technical support. They would be like, some people would answer the phone, like I'd answer the phone and I'd be like, thank you for calling blah 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 technical support. How can I help you? And they'd be like, I'm a gold member. All right, gold member of what? People truly amaze me so. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the pen tool. And we are going to do it like this. It's not working the way I want. Oh no! There we go. Nope. Exactly. I'm just like, that's cool. I could say I was a gold member. I'm a gold member of this channel. It means legitimately nothing, but it makes me feel good. I have been the longest running person on this channel. It means legitimately nothing, but it makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. And look at that. Look at how happy he is. So much ramen. So happy. Okay. There you go. I'm a VIP member. Oh, goodness. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy. Actually, I'm gonna just steal all of these. Control C. We'll go into here. Control V. C. And we're gonna put it over here. That's okay. That's how you know he's enjoying the ramen. When he's so into it and hungry that he just can't let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, I can't do that. Oh, Spectre. I watched Encanto for the first time on Friday, and it was amazing. I loved it very much. And I recommend it highly. And the music is just good. Adjusting size. Cool getting concert? Huh? Oh, from when I was singing those stupid songs. Okay. No. I did, which was a mistake. I don't often sing in my regular daily life, believe it or not, and that is the correct thing. Should not. Look at it! Ah, it's so good. Save. The liner and the coloring is going a lot faster for the emotes than the sketching even did, which I'm actually really happy with. Ah. I'm sorry. You have to be a platinum gold Eagle VIP member to demand that I do copyrighted content on my stream. It has to be worth the risk of takedown. And now we do the sexy Patrick Star one. See, Patrick! No one is ready for sexy Patrick. I'm sure Art is super excited for the sexy Patrick one. He's still just like, I don't know what I would do with this emote. Why did you make it? Because it's awesome. I don't even know if Twitch will allow it. This might be too hot for Twitch to make as an emote. Look at that butt definition. Oh no. Okay. Do you feel like his hair looks a little weird over here from the side, but that's okay. Drawing short hair is actually really hard for me. I don't know why. So our drawing profiles. This emote, I guess, is just my worst nightmare. There we go. Do you know what I get to draw after I finish these emotes? Dicks in the shape of mushrooms. Or mushrooms in the shapes of dicks. Depending on how you wanted to look at it. For Funguary, which is like a drawing exercise for February where you draw a fungus for every day of February, and I was looking at pictures of mushrooms and I was like, this looks like a penis. And actually in a lot of like the weird paperback women's erotica novels, penises are described as mushrooms. You should show it to me. I hope it relates to both penises and mushrooms. Isn't TMI to talk about my next project, though? I didn't even give him fingers in this. How would your fingers... Okay, they'd be facing out. Okay. Give him at least thumbs. Thumbs! Okay, good. I had to make sure it was related, okay? Believe it or not, when I bring up a weird topic, most people's reaction is to try to change the topic. And I refuse to let them do so. My family likes to say that, people have conversation starters and I have conversation enders. They say it lovingly, but they are also correct. I know. It is a very simple hand that I drew. Do they look the best? No. Is that okay? Yes. I'm gonna do Funguary, and then I have to jump onto Mermaid because I have a lot of big plans this year for Mermaid. And it's mostly just doing a lot of art. Ah, the coffee tastes even worse when cold. Fantastic. Okay. I will look at it after the stream. I'm very excited to see it. Like the coffee is waking me up and I'm realizing that like I don't have enough time today to take a nap. But dear God, do I want a goddamn nap. I'm trying to make these heels even. It's not easy. I may have. Oh, okay. In like the Google Street View. So close. Ah! Ugh. Oh, ow, 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 ow. My legs. My legs aren't happy. Oh, I need to start being more delicate with this goddamn blanket. It's one of those like old woven blankets. And it's not woven very tightly anymore. Very old. It was like my great grandmother's. Okay. I have to do the booty right. I have to get the buff definition so nice. Yes. I did it. I feel like this is gonna be one of those emotes where art's like, what would people even use it for? Why should I make it an emote? And it will be exclusively like me invading who use it, and we use it at every given opportunity. Wait, that one can't go there. Okay. Exactly. So oh fuck. So that emote of art where he's like laughing and it says like ha 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 ha. That was one that I really pushed hard for because it was like a very candid picture I took of art laughing when we were first moving into this place. And I really liked it. And he was like, what would people use it for? And I was like, people will use it. And I know that I am the person who uses it the most exclusively because I'm like, I like it, I use it. I'll use it on Discord, that's okay. It's too sexy for Twitch. That's the real answer. Art, you're just too hot for Twitch. That's why Art can't do hot tub streams. The internet can't handle it. It's not ready. I might lose my mind a little bit if Art wore knee-high boots like this. I did! I did! He's in high-heeled boots! He's in the Patrick Star high-heeled boots! I want there to be a hot tub stream where someone is just going around like one of those pool stores asking questions about hot tubs. Hot tub stream. I mean, it's the internet. The idea has already probably been had and done, but I think it would be hilarious. What would be even better is if like there was like a genuine hot tub salesman who thought that Twitch was like opening itself up to marketing, and it was like, all right, yeah, I can sell hot tubs on stream. And he comes out and he's like, he has no idea. He's just this very genuine person who's like, let me tell you about hot tubs and how hot tubs are good for therapy and muscle fatigue, and like, yes, that's what I want. Give it to me. Give me this stream. I do not have the time or equipment to do it myself. Or else I totally would. You probably have to get like an agreement from the store. I didn't know that you could like rent hot tubs, that there are like places where you can rent time in a hot tub, until I worked in a factory and I was talking to one of my coworkers and she was like, yeah, she was like telling me about it. I was like, that sounds weird and a little unsanitary. Especially because the story she was telling me was about how like they noticed that like based on the handprints on like the the part of near like the hot tub next to them, somebody had definitely had sex in that hot tub like before they came in. And I'm like, I don't know if I'd want to do that. Don't know if I'd want to be in a hot tub knowing that the hot tub next to me had definitely just had a sexual encounter. Because how many sexual encounters is your hot tub that you're sitting in has had? How many? Yeah, you would definitely need some sort of agreement or consent with the hot tub, which they probably would give if you were like, hey, I'm trying to do this as a joke, but I'd also like, can you do your sales pitch for hot tubs and answer my questions? I will try not to make them too ridiculous. They're used hot tubs. I don't trust people's cleaning practices. I don't want to be in a hot tub that I know has probably had sex in it from strangers. That does not relax me. How many streamers? What if like what if someone from Red Circuit did it? And then there's just a bunch of other Red Circuit streamers like in the background, like just walking by. Like you bump into one, you're like, oh, I'm so sorry, and they're like, oh no, it's fine. Acting like they have no idea who this person. Yes. That's what I want. And then at the end, everyone's in like a hot tub. Yes. Like an actual hot tub stream? Or are they just streaming a hot tub? Because I've heard of some streamers who are like, what if we did that? Which I also think would be pretty funny. Where you just turn on a camera onto the hot tub and then you walk away. You're like, hot tub stream, guys. This is what you wanted, right? They could probably be listed under like some ASMR. There you go. But have him show up, like at the end, have him actually show up in the bathing suit. Like completely dry, just shows up in the bathing suit, like, alright, and then turns it off. Amazing. Ah. I would do a hot tub stream where I would walk fully clothed into the hot tub. And I would like just sit there like it was completely normal. Like makeup dripping off my face, hair getting weirdly frizzy but also wet, acting like this is nothing. Maybe I'll like get like a shit phone and have that in my pocket and then pull it out at some point in the middle of the stream and be like, ah shit, no service. And then like put it back in my pocket. I would list it under hot tub stream or just chatting. Of course, it's already been done. Sad. No, I would be fully clothed. Like a fucking sweatshirt and everything. I think I would need people on standby just off screen to make sure I didn't like pass out. Cause you're not supposed to be in a hot tub for like longer than 15 minutes because of the fumes. I would push the envelope. I would make things weird. And not in like the sexual kind of weird, but in like the, does she realize she's in a hot tub? People would bring it up in chat and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know in a hot tub. I'm gonna do a hot tub stream. This is what I want. Now for hair. Okay, so what if we did the hot tub stream? And I'm just hanging out in the hot tub fully clothed, like eating like chicken wings or some shit. And then Art shows up and he's in this outfit with like the Patrick Star and the high heel boots and the fishnets. And he just climbs up and then gets in the hot tub completely normal. Like, he's not wearing this ridiculous outfit. I think that would just make it even more amazing. And he also pulls out a phone that has definitely been under the water in his shorts pocket, and he's just like, oh shit, no service? I'm like, yeah. And he has to do with the fumes. Mess with the wavelengths. Like, obviously just weird, crazy bullshit I have made up. See how many people I can upset at once. I think the biggest trick will be getting Art into the high heel boots. I don't think it's the fishnets, I think it's the boots. The boots will be the real struggle. I think it would be so much fun. Exactly. Isn't it amazing? And so Spectre, if you ever get like, if you ever see on like our streamer schedules, like hot tub stream in 2 weeks, you'll be like, oh no. Oh no. It's happening. I mean, as many people as possible to watch it. I will advertise it like we're doing an actual hot tub stream where we'll both be in like, hi Fruit Nut! Hello! I'm working on emotes for the Try Hard Friends channel. And we're talking about ridiculous hot tub stream ideas. I'm glad you like it. I'm trying to get the right purple. I think it will be this darker purple. Emotes and plotting. Yeah. So Spectre, if you ever see like an alert from Tryhard or I were like, emote stream, guys, not emote stream, I'm sorry, hot tub stream in 2 weeks, and I will advertise it like we're both gonna be wearing like Speedos or bikinis or what all. It will not be that. It will be amazing. It will be chaos. How are you doing this week, Fruit Nut? You've come into the stream at a weird time. Yes, we're talking about what if we did a hot tub stream fully clothed with like burner phones in our pockets so that when we sit down, like we get in the hot tub and we pull out a phone from underwater, we're like, ah, shit, no service, all right. Like completely acting like we are not in a hot tub. Oh, there are, but I don't have like a camera, an actual camera, so you can't see all the weird faces I make when I draw. Ha ha! Also, like, I have to get art to go along with my weird plans. Like, that's the thing. Is I do not have the technical know-how to get them done on my own. I need him. So I have to convince him it's a good idea. Things will get more awkward on the stream. I mean, look at this. Look at this gorgeousness. Oh my god. Come for the cute art. Stay for the ridiculously awful scenarios that I come up with. I really want this hot tub stream to be a thing now. It is so fucking early in the goddamn morning. I could. Cause how do you top some random chick sitting fully clothed in a hot tub and then some very attractive young man showing up in these Oh no! What have I done? I've done something bad. It's about to, yep. Okay. Apparently I did not close the circle. That's what I want. Maybe I'll just do a series of truly terrible hot tub streams. And then for the third and final hot tub stream, it'll be like, alright, in all seriousness, actual bathing suits this time. And you come in and it's like, old, like, the old bathing costumes that people used to wear. Yes. So you see nothing. It's actually a bathing suit, guys. Exactly. Grandmas are master trollers. They've had so many decades to perfect their art. Look at how good this emote is. The emote that could never be too hot for Twitch. was amazing. This one might be my favorite. Ah. Oh, goodness. Alright. Now we merge all the layers. Shading now. Again, very simple shading for the emotes. Ah, fuck! How does this happen? Okay, I fixed it. So sorry you had to see that. Very simple shading, especially on this one because it's going to be so small, a lot of details are going to be lost. This is almost like essentially cell shading, but I don't like cell shading very much, so it is not. Cell shading is the type of anime shading where they shade just in like big blocks, essentially, or in cells. And it's very easy and simple to replicate and makes it very good for cartoons and animations. I don't know why I'm shading him like this. Alright, we're just gonna leave it like that. Let's put it like a little bit under the nose. Halfway done with my terrible, weak, gross coffee. Do-do-do. Whoosh. When I make like a big long sweeping line with anything, I like to go swoosh. Just something that makes me happy. God, it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. I thought it was so much later already. We really are going through these emails like they're fucking nothing. Now sample butt definition. Those glutes. probably put some shading around this hand. There we go. Maybe a little bit here. Put a little bit of shading there to like show the squeezing tension of the butt. I'm actually thinking about putting out some like how to draw tutorial videos on YouTube. Because I put out speed paints, I'm going to start adding dialogue to the speed paints. And I have a few ideas of the first few like tutorials I'll be doing. But if anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask. Because other people probably also have those questions. I feel like I accidentally made this leg like way thicker. Nah, it's fine. Alright, and now drop it down to 40%. Look at that. Look at that butt definition now. Yeah. Okay. We're going to take a brief break, really quick, while I run to the restroom. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay.
Doo-doo-doo. Back to our sexy Patrick Star. I have hair on my tablet. Oh. Now, highlights. That's what's next. Like, where am I? Do-do-do. It's this song. This song almost put me to sleep last night during the late night part of the stream. Oh god. Back. It's just so relaxing. Makes me want to go back to sleep now. Fading some of these edges out. Alright. Now the next overlay layer. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted overlay. Thank you. Gotta make these leather boots shine. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Yeah. This is art if he was a sexy Patrick Star. Look at how many emotes we have. We already have 3. Ha! save. Now we are on to the screen. What is F? Oh, oops. Like, that's not supposed to be like that. Oh, whoops. There we go. Now with this one, there's like a very fine line between the messiness of it that I'm trying to convey and still making it recognizably art. Crest, toothpaste, hair. Whoosh. Oh no. Essentially, Art would think it was hilarious, but he'd also be like, no. That requires too much equipment and money, and it's so weird. He wouldn't be mad about it. He'd just definitely be like, that's hilarious. No. And I need him to go along with it, because I need him for the technical equipment stuff. Alright, we're gonna bump this up to like 40. Nope. 30. But I want it to be like an actual hot tub. And I mean like equipment like a camera and a microphone that we don't mind getting wet. Kiddie pool is not a hot tub. It would melt. Look at that. The one time my messy handwriting comes in handy. I'm gonna pop over to here for a real quick sec. I can't remember. I know that it came from this lineup, but I can't remember which one. Really should just make him his own like color set. Ah, shit, I forgot to like color. I'm sure it'll be fine. I tried to make sure I color the background in that neutral color, but since I'm just doing bases right now, it should be fine. Hope it'll be fine. Very much a creature of habit. You can't tell. Whoosh, just following the lines around. I need to make friends with someone who has a hot tub so that I can pitch them my crazy hot tub idea. Haha! I did it. What would be even worse if I did all of these scenarios, but instead of a hot tub, it was just like a big bathtub outside? Would that make it better or worse? I feel like it would make it even better. No, okay. Your mouth is darker than your tongue. Took me a minute. Alright, yeah. Tongue is pink, mouth is red. Hooray! Colors! This might become one of the animated emotes. I might just animate it by making it like vibrate. More coffee. Need more coffee. Need to be more awake. Have I essentially stopped separating the colors, the base colors, because of all of these flat colors? Yes, I have essentially stopped. I've been making arts like, I think I should do this one as like a medium like blue color. Because I've been using gray for all of his shirt colors. Let's add a little bit of variety in a medium blue, which is essentially just barely a shade off from fucking gray. Gray is my favorite color. I think of it as a very warm, soft, comforting color. Thinking about it makes me sleepy. Whoosh. Look at him. Alright, now we add highlights and shadows. We're so close to having like a full row completed. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna try not to sneeze and I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, nope, it went away. I didn't sneeze. Ha ha! I win this time. Nose. Ugh. And I have that weird feeling in my head that you get when like you think you're gonna sneeze but you don't sneeze and your brain's just like, I'm holding on to this for later. I will sneeze at the most inopportune time. It will upset you. Be ready. Can't hum that song on Twitch. Can't do it. No, 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 no. Whoosh. I missed a spot again. Computer. Okay. Sometimes I wish I could do like the Dexter's Laboratory. Voice. I know I can't, but like sometimes when I talk to inanimate objects, I wish I could just be the haughty, like weird little Russian accent, just computer. Like that. Yeah. That was my terrible attempt at it. My mom used to love that cartoon. It was her favorite. We had little Dexter's Laboratory action figures for it too. I appreciate it much more as like an adult than I did as a kid. It is so weird, but very funny. No! Missed another spot. There we go. Sometimes when I hit the undo button, Clip Studio is then like, did you want the grab tool? I'm like, I did not. Please give me back the tool I was using. And it's like, no, you must switch tools and then switch back to the tool you want. I don't know if it's just my version that's like messed up and does that, but it's always done that since I've had it for like the past 2 years. Yeah. How did I miss these spots? This is why I use the fill tool, so that this shit doesn't happen. And it still happened. Lo-fi music is just too calming now. Makes me so sleepy. Alright, and now we drop it down to 40%. That's not bad. It's not the best, but it's not bad. Alright, now highlight. Oh shit. What have I done? Okay. Pretty sure that was the color I was using. Ah! Okay. Drop it back down to 40. Set it to multiply. There we go. Alright, now go here. Fix these. And do our highlights. Alright. Awesome. I did not totally 100% fuck up everything. Ah. Maybe this is how Art feels when I tell him my crazy, insane ideas, and then I'm like, and then we should do it, and then he's like, no! Maybe instead of a regular hot tub, it's one of those old clawfoot bathtubs outside with racing flames painted on it. Hot tub. Ha 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 ha! I am hilarious. In case you didn't know. Erase that real quick. And there we go. Whoosh. Okay. Fade that out a little bit. Fade out some of the highlights a little bit. One's okay. Not my favorite, but not bad. Alrighty, now we're moving on to this one, which is essentially the same, but head. Okay. I don't know why I didn't zoom in. Alright. Drink more coffee to be awake. Ah, shit. The more tired I get, the less my brain is able to think of words that are not swear words. I gotta stretch out my legs underneath my desk. And back down to 10. Alright, we're gonna start with the hair. Ah, shit. Nope, don't like that. There we go. A little better. The Crest toothpaste swish. It is Sunday. Keep thinking it's Monday. Because Monday I would be at work. I'm kind of at work. Alright, let's do the splash effects before we start getting into the like shooting. Woo. There we go. Maybe this could be an animated emote where it starts off with like just like the angry vibrating a little bit and then all of a sudden it just shoots tears out. That'd be cool. Sometimes while I'm working on projects I get ideas for other projects. It makes it really hard to finish projects. Haha. Do, do, do. No! Okay. There we go. That's better. Even I have to stop to crack my knuckles, which I'm sure sounds great on stream. was talking to my mom the other day, and I thought I heard like somebody in the background of the phone call, even though she told me that like everyone had just left the house except for her. I was like, well, maybe it's a ghost. And she was like, not a ghost. Like, well, you know, that house is haunted. And I told her about an small experience I had when I was young. That was probably just my mind playing tricks on me. And her reaction was essentially to be like, no, this was probably just your mind playing tricks on you. I was like, yeah, but maybe. She goes, I still live here. Stop it. Ever since you guys told me that this looks like he's like shooting like Green Lantern lasers out of his eyes or like something, I keep thinking of them as like being green, and I'm like, no, they're tears. I'm coloring them blue. No. There we go. I did it. Very difficult. Drawing straight lines is really hard. No! I guess that is where it goes. I don't like that. No! Like, this is like the main point of like impact. Okay. No. Okay, this is good. No. Okay. Bye. Nope. We're just gonna leave them. Fucking motherfuckers. Trying to figure out how to draw like water streaks. There we go. Dream tears. Oh no, I'm starting to feel hungry. I'm regretting not waking up early enough to make that breakfast. Rick. No. No. Okay. Whoosh. No. Whoosh. I'm thinking about naps. Now I want to take one. I don't know if I will have time, but I would like to take a nap. I don't think I have time. No! Big stretch. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get rid of this little one because it's like kind of like way out there and unnecessary. I'm gonna add like a little one here. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Why am I doing it like that? I don't need a big square, just... Oh goodness. I just like zoned out and I was like, trace the whole square. I don't need that. Okay. I'm gonna do like all of the parts of art first before I move into the tiers. Those are gonna be a little bit more complicated than just the regular flat color. Bless you. Bless you. Yep, we're on doo-doos now. Awesome. My shoulder is starting to hurt. Oh, the pains of art. Even doing the hair on the same base. Ah! Oops, whoops. Yep. That's where I'm at right now. Oh. I might be able to get this entire row done. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna straight back over and take this gray shirt. Whoop. So those are our base colors for art, and now we're gonna do his giant chunk of tears. Okay, I'm gonna start with this off-white for the eye. It's probably going to go up to about here. And I'm gonna transition and fade it through, don't worry. Whoosh. Kind of fun to do all of these like curves and stuff. Whoosh. It's kind of similar to when you take your car around really fast curves, but without the risk of dying. Oh no, I done fucked up. I forgot to close it on the other side. Alright, fixed it. There we go. Okay, big stretch. Oh, goodness. Okay. And now, we do a light blue for the splash. Whoosh. Also realizing that I didn't extend like this. Fucking shit. No. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Making sure I get everything. Awesome. Okay. And now. Ah, yes. Look at how nicely that fades. Alright. That's not what I want. Stop it. Okay. Now we are also going to add in nice darker blue. Oh no! That's fine, hang on. Finish up doing this. And now we're going back to that just off-white color. Around like that. Sorry, I just have to concentrate a lot to get the shine and fade on these tiers right. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go over to here, switch over to this pen. I'm gonna go straight white. Nope, straight white. There we go. Nope, not what I wanted. Oh no. And there we go. Now let's add a little bit shine to this. And I'm gonna find this lighter blue. There we go. Now I'm gonna go into the line art. Take this deep dark blue that we use. Put that on here. Oh, whoops. There we go. No, I want it darker. Yes. Now I could change the line art coloring on the tiers and the streaks, but I'm just doing it on these inside ones. I don't need to add it to the other ones, and I want to call them out a bit more. Make them look very cartoony. Look at how good that looks so far. We still haven't even added the shading. Okay, now before we do that, I'm gonna take a real quick break. I'll be right back. And back. Okay. Just music to the right volume. There we go. Whew. Okay. Now let's combine all of the layers and do our shading and highlight. Oops. I just did these ones. I'm not much of a talkative morning person. I like my mornings quiet, chill. No! Oh dear. Ah, shit. Forgot that I have to do a thing later. Ah. I am not tired. By telling myself I'm not tired, I won't be tired. Ooh. Gosh. How do I miss these tiny spots? No. What if I just... there we go. Music is so perky, but it's also so relaxing. Welcome to the Sunday morning stream where I sigh and yawn a lot. Try not to breathe too hard into the mic as I almost pass out. Coffee is not working. Send help. Alright, and now, highlight. Look at that.
Oh.
Alright. I believe that this is gonna have to be the end of the stream. I'm sorry I couldn't make it all the way to 11, but I am exhausted. Thank you so much to Tryhard Friends and Spectre and Fruit Nut and Livid Lemming and Ventus for coming in and saying hi and in chat. And thank you to everyone who viewed, even if you weren't in chat. Thank you for coming in for this early Sunday morning stream. Thank you to my Patreons, Livid Lemming, Gecko the Pony, and Fixer. Thank you to thanks, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm about to pass out. If you want to see speed paints, I post them on my YouTube channel every Saturday, which is right there. Yes, I'm excited to see these emotes used. And if you want to see some more of my posts and past artwork, my Instagram is linked right there. And if you want to chat and hang out and see memes or share what music you're listening to, my Discord is on the About page. Thanks, guys. Bye.